Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you today's home opener for the Earlham College field hockey team as they take on the Phoenix of Wilson College. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Great to have you with us. An overcast day. Should be warm, though, for this opener for the Quakers today. They'll be back in action tomorrow, and they've got a tough on their hands today. The Phoenix of Wilson College coming in with an opening season win over Sweetbriar by a final 3-0, and we'll scout this team coming up in a couple of moments, and they pretty much shut things down against Sweetbriar in their opener. We'll talk about those numbers coming up in just a little bit. Meanwhile, the Quakers made that long road trip to Concordia, Wisconsin, opened up with a nice win in the opening matchup 2-1. Very rare that you play back-to-back matchups, but they did so as they played in the second contest. That was tied going into the later stages of the fourth quarter, and then the Quakers lose it by a final of 4-2. So the Quakers entered today's contest at 1-1. And yes, you heard me correctly. A brand new year means a change from halves now to quarters, which is something, again, we'll be interested to see how that works out for the teams in every aspect of field hockey in the 2019 season. Well, Emily Girasol is the head coach for the Quakers. She is in her third season. We had a chance to sit down with Emily this week and talk a little bit about where her team is after that opening season doubleheader against Concordia, Wisconsin. She talks about some positives she saw in those first two games. Coach, season opened up. You said it was going to be a tough one last week. Take us back and just talk about your first two games.
So the first game we did awesome. We won 2-1. It was awesome. First game of the season, really, really exciting. We did a lot of good things in terms of offensive movement with our defense and marking. So overall, really proud of the girls. I think they did a great job. First game on Saturday, and I think on Sunday we did lose the game. However, we faced a lot of different adversities, which I think was really good for us in terms of growing and improvement for moving forward for this weekend. So overall, I was really proud of them, and I thought they did a lot of good things.
It's tough to go on the road, isn't it? And I don't care what environment it is, and then you play the same team twice. That was probably even doubly tough.
Yeah, I think for us, a big thing that we were really focusing on was staying consistent, and I think we did stay consistent. I think for Saturday and Sunday's game, and I think we made really good adjustments. I just think we had different adversities that kind of fell in our lap with in terms of sometimes officials, different calls and things like that can happen, but I think it was really good for us to have that happen early in the season, so now we're able to adapt to it and move forward for the rest of the season.
Well, go to the first game and just talk a little bit about what was the key in that one. And you'd mentioned a couple of things already, but to come out and open up with a win really gave you a lot of confidence going into game two.
Yeah, I think for us, just with the first game, I think we've been working really hard with our press and making sure that we're pressing our other team, and I think as a whole, we collaborated and we worked really well on just working together as a team. And I think we really shined this past weekend on Saturday. I think we also did a good job. Sometimes the first games, you kind of got to work out your kinks. And I didn't feel that way. I felt like right away we came out really hard and we were ready to make our stance. And I was just really proud of whether it was the forward movement or defense coming back and collecting with that communication and marking. And I will never use it as an excuse. We're a young team. We have 9 freshmen, 6 returners, and for me, I thought we did a great job with that, just really stepping up no matter if you're a freshman or a sophomore or a junior, and so I think that really showed on Saturday. And then I think on Sunday we made some adjustments, and I think, like I said, still moving forward, we can really fine-tune those things so we can make sure those don't happen for upcoming games.
Hey, that's pretty unusual, too, that you're going to bring in 9 freshmen and play that well in game one, where you say you're a little shocked, right?
Right. I think sometimes, too, I try not to, but I'm always like, okay, no nerves, because sometimes it's a freshman's first game on the field. They may be nervous, and I didn't see that at all. I felt like we were really confident. We were excited. I think the music could have been a little louder from the home team. I think our music could have been a little louder, so we'll make sure our music's loud for our home opener. We'll have it very loud so fans can come. So, but yeah, I think they did a great job. Really proud of them.
When you mentioned the adversity in game number 2, I know you're going to take that, like like you said, as a learning experience down the road and use that where no matter what happens, you guys will still be able to overcome it.
Yeah, definitely. I think whether it's adversity with officials or maybe just not the outcome we want or, maybe a foul happens. I know that didn't happen for us, but different adversities that can happen. How do you adjust as a team? How do you come together to fix those? And I think it was a really good opportunity for us to kind of grow and move forward. I think one thing, though, that we really wanted to focus on with the team, the score was 2-0 or 2-0. At the end of second half, we came back third quarter and we scored 2 goals, which is awesome in the third quarter. That really shows for us. We continued to fight the whole game to the last minute. And for me, I felt like it was such a close game and it was a nail biter, even though the score may not have reflected how we were as a team. And I think the fact that we came out and we scored 2 goals in the third quarter, probably within 5 minutes, really shows a lot about us as a team. We did score a couple goals first and second quarter, which got called back, unfortunately. So like I said, I think adversity for us, I think that really kind of showed us, even though we didn't get the calls, we came back and we scored 2 goals the third quarter, which I think I commend my team. And as I said, a young team, not a young team, we didn't matter to us. And I think that really proved a lot to us as a coaching staff. And I think to the team as well, that we're never going to give up.
Hey, how did you adjust to 4 quarters instead of 2 halves?
I thought we did great. I really liked it. I think as a whole, I think fitness-wise, we were great, high tempo. I really enjoyed it. And it is a little bit, we lose some time too from the 35 minutes from last year. So they get a little bit more of not necessarily a break, I would say, but it's just a little bit shorter. But I think with the stopping of the corners too, the game still ends up being longer. But I just think it's good for our team. And I really enjoyed it. I think just getting to know how it works with the 2-minute breaks for the first and second, you really got to make sure you get your points across pretty quick. And then you move on to get going for that next quarter. But overall, I think it went really good.
So from a strategy standpoint and a coaching standpoint, something new, but it didn't really affect you then too much.
No, I think the players, I think our girls did awesome, or the ladies did great with it. And I think as a coaching staff, I kind of like it because I feel like feels like more timeouts, even though it's not. So I really enjoy it. I think it makes the game a little bit faster too.
Well, it's a big weekend. You're back home for Saturday and Sunday. Talk a little bit about your home opener.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. We open up with Wilson at noon, and then on Sunday we play Swanee. So both are going to be really tough competition for us. I mean, we're really excited. We've been scouting, and we've been prepping the ladies for it, so we'll be ready. So we're excited for it.
What did they do well that concerns you the most? Let's start with Saturday first and just some of the things they do well.
Yeah, so for Swanee, they do a really good job. Their offense, they do a lot of they're a big ball team, I would say, do a lot of cross balls. So I think we need to be prepared for that and anticipate that. So just with this morning's practice, we are working on interceptions and stepping to a big ball hit. And I think just in terms of their press, they press a little bit differently. So I think if we can capitalize on how to break their press, we'll be successful coming up with the ball. That's for Wilson. In terms of Swanee, they are also a great team, really strong. They do a really good job changing the point of attack with transfers. They have a really good defender that does aerials out of the backfield as well. But I think a big thing for me as a coach, and I know my assistant Nicole as well, I really focus on us. And so I think that if we can focus on our press, we can focus on what we need to do to be successful, then everything else will come. So for me, I'm going to do the scouting, and me and Nicole will do the scouting, but I'm not necessarily so concerned with my players knowing it. I think for us, it's really them focusing on what they need to do well and what we do well, and to make sure we execute that come game time. So really focusing on our goals and our tasks in hand to be successful.
Well, again, Coach talking about the positive first 2 games for the Quakers on the road at Concordia, Wisconsin, and they know they have to play well here today. That may be one key that she talked about the most, is they really want to press as much as they can today and keep the ball and the opportunities to score against Wilson in their end. So we'll see how that plays out here this afternoon. We'll come back. Starters are coming up in just a couple of moments. We are just a few minutes away from the opening of this one here this afternoon. It's the Quakers and the Phoenix right here on Radio Troy Digital Sport.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance knows you're good at fitting one more dish in an already full dishwasher. We're good at your insurance.
Dad.
You're good at pretending to be asleep.
Dad.
We're good at your insurance.
Dad.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Dargy Repair Service is family owned and operated, and they work on every kind of vehicle and specialize in imports. You can count on Dargy to do repairs and service, big and small. Dargy does regular service to major repairs. They do everything for your car except bodywork and tires. Dargy is a certified TechNet professional auto service. Dargy Repair and Service, 1700 Northwest 11th Street in Richmond. For more information, give them a call at 935-2241.
Introductions being made here this afternoon as we get ready for the home opener for the Quakers. Here's how Wilson College will line up today. We'll get to their keeper in a moment. Allison Reber gets the start. Breanne Schaefer along with Morgan Berkeypile. Michaela Singer, Alexis Alleman, Alexis Flum, along with Autumn Irwin, Kylie Greek, Abigail Rosenberry, and Jenna Carty. And Krista Neadley will get the start in goal, 5'10", junior out of Hampton, Virginia. For the Quakers today, Hannah Grushon, a freshman, and there's a lot of freshmen on this roster this season. She wears number 3. Alyssa Johnson also getting the start today. Gwen Schalk is another freshman out of Medina, New York. Olivia Lane back for her sophomore season. Denise Bergdolt, along with Mackenzie Handley. She's a freshman out of Bangor, Maine. We'll talk more about these freshmen coming up in a little while or throughout the contest. Also getting the start, Karina Stites, Kate Neal, Sophia Salvatore, and in goal, Meg Murphy. Murphy, the sophomore out of Chico, California. Those are the starters for the Phoenix and the Quakers. Stay right there. The opening coming up in a moment right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hope, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. We're back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium. Let's take a quick look at the Phoenix. They come in after that win over Sweetbriar by a final of 3-0. They outshot Sweetbriar in that contest 25-1 and also had a shots on goal advantage of 18-0. It was certainly a dominating performance by Wilson in their opener. They out corner kicked the Sweetbriar team 14-3, and Sweetbriar ended up with 25 fouls in the contest as well. So here we go, and again, as we said a little bit ago, the game is now broken up in quarters and not in halves, and so it'll be 15-minute quarters, and we are underway here in the opener, the home opener for the Earlham Quakers. You heard Emily talk about it in the pregame, too. They want to press a lot more this year, give them more opportunities to score. The ball will stay again as Wilson is in the traveling white Quakers in their all-maroon uniforms here this afternoon as both teams battle for the loose ball. And that'll be a foul against and violation against Wilson, so the Quakers will take it at the spot of that violation. Quakers move it inside the circle, and an opportunity early as that shot will be wide, but the official blowing it dead already. Quakers again had Olivia Lane, Denise Bergdolt with those goals against Concordia in the win. Quakers have it outside the striking circle, and there's another whistle. One thing about field hockey, you'll have a lot of whistles blown that stop play. Players will adjust as the officials call it here this afternoon. Nice strike, but that ball going all the way into Earlham territory, and on the backside for the Quakers to receive and send it back into play is Karina Stites. Stites, a freshman out of Antioch, Illinois. As we mentioned, a lot of freshmen on this team. Wilson an opportunity now as the ball got inside the strike circle, but the Quakers able now to clear it away. Ball near side, and another whistle, backside official blowing that ball dead as the ball will now sail out of bounds on the near side. Quakers the last to touch it. Hannah Grushon there out of Oakwood, Ohio. You looked up and down the roster. That is 6, 8, 9 freshmen. Coach talked about that a little bit in the pregame as well. 9 freshmen currently on this roster for the Quakers. So they end up with a lot of new faces, and chemistry certainly will be something that they'll look at early, though Emily really felt they did play very well as a team in their first 2 games against Concordia. Ball near side. Good look there at Abigail Rosenberry out of Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. And, of course, you look at this Wilson team, they have a lot of freshmen on their squad as well. So we're seeing a lot of first-time players at the collegiate level going both ways here this afternoon. Quakers will dump from behind and try to work it to the far sideline. Off the stick there of Molly McKellar, the sophomore out of Chico, California. Quakers again have a pipeline out of Chico. This year they have 4 different players from the state of California, and more specifically from Chico, California. On the far side, Sophia Salvatore there out of Miami, Florida. She will be a key for the team this season, as Wilson able to stop that ball with a whistle, and it'll go back over to the Quakers, and it'll be put into play right there by Molly McKellar. So far, neither team able to get in really good scoring position yet. The ball had gotten to the strike circle once for the Quakers. Wilson, though, their defense very good in that opener against Sweetbriar. As we mentioned, no shots on goal for Sweetbriar against Wilson in the opener. Ball will be sent deep into Earlham territory and returned from there as we're just shy of midfield. Quakers on the attack. They'll try to press the other way. So far, neither team in a penalty corner situation at this point. That could be a key today. Ball saved on the sideline by Grushon. Now into the strike circle and then knocked out of bounds on the end line. And we may right here have our first penalty corner of the afternoon, and that will be the case. So keep an eye on the flyer. Then you'll have a right trail, a left trail, and the post. Those are the keys for the Wilson defense right here. And the Quakers certainly want to see where they're going to start this as far as where the ball will be placed. And they're going to go hash mark right, winding up, firing, and that one knocked down inside the circle. And we'll have our second penalty corner. Or will it go back to Wilson? I think it was there for a moment. It appeared that Allison Reber was ready to head the other way, but the official said no, so that'll be the second penalty corner now for the Quakers. Hash mark to the right. Molly McKellar will put it in play, and they'll play it to the top. Salvatore winding, firing, and that one go off the padding of Neadley. So a good save by Neadley there, and once again, when the ball goes out of play there, the Quakers will get it back and start out front. So Earlham now with just under the 10-minute mark here in the opening quarter of play, and that'll go against the Quakers. I believe that was whistled against number 12, Denise Bergdolt, the sophomore out of Mannheim, Germany. The home of Mannheim Steamroller. Near side, here's Wilson. Here we go again. Berkey Pyle now with the dribble up the right side. Triple team loses it as it goes out of play. You know, I'm going to have to go back to last year's roster and figure out who's not on here because there were some good names I could play with from a year ago. Rosenberry near side. Whistle blown dead. That goes against the Quakers, and every once in a while you see the players kind of look up to see what the violation may be. Now, there was a time when you talk about this year after year where the officials used to tell you what the infraction was. Boy, the ball boys, this is a rough crowd here. They didn't get the ball out there in time, and the officials whistling for a new ball. Next thing you know, the crowd is all over them. You don't come to Earlham without a very, very ruckus crowd. Here we go. Back the other way in transition, but the ball loose on the near side. Quakers, good defense, but it goes out of play. Last to touch it there is Alyssa Johnson out of Lancaster, New York. Home of the Lancaster Cheeseburger. Quakers again on the defense once again as the whistle blows. That stops play just outside the striking circle. Wilson will have it now, and here is a good look at Breanne Schaefer. Sophomore, midi, ball loose, and Salvatore there for the Quakers look to try to push that one up the near sideline. You hear the whistle, the near side official against the Quakers. So now Wilson. Boy, that pass just under the stick and out of play was intended for Kylie Greek. And here come the Quakers trying to attack the other way. They'll press offensively and try to move it from side to side. Earlham very good at that a year ago. And they had a very talented team that could move it up and down the sideline. As you see the Quakers inside the strike circle. Good pass on the centering ball and nothing there as it was just a little bit behind as Jenna Carty of Wilson able to intercept that one. Now the Quakers near midfield. You hear the sticks together there as Earlham trying to retrieve it on the near sideline, and they will. That's Alyssa Johnson. Alyssa will probably hear about the Lancaster burger that she didn't know existed in Lancaster, New York. No comments, please. All right. Wilson will take over near side on the inbound play. Now, one thing so far, you look at Allison Reber unable to bring that one down for Wilson, and the Phoenix give up the ball, but they come right back and will able to intercept and try to return the other way. Good defense there for the Quakers right at midfield, but unable to sustain the possession, Hannah Grushon. And the Quakers peel back quickly as Wilson trying to get themselves into scoring position. Nothing so far here in the first period of play. As we said, it's going to be 15-minute quarters, which is much different than the 30-minute halves. Coach talked about that she was concerned maybe there would be an issue with the flow of the game, but so far that's not going to be the case. And by the way, the other thing about it is you don't get any timeouts. So you play the 15 minutes, and then you get 2 minutes between quarters to figure things out. So the players are going to have to do a lot of coaching on their own during the game itself. Quakers inside the strike circle. Backhand shot. No good. Ball in front, and we've got a whistle. That went off the leg of number 10 for the Quakers, Reagan Seaman. Seaman also out of Chico, California. Quakers able to run that one down in their own territory, but the possession back once again to Wilson, but that's going to be called against number 7, Morgan Berkeypile out of Millerstown, Pennsylvania. You see the time, and again, no score here so far in the first period of play. Quakers trying to reverse it to the far side, out of the reach there of Mackenzie Handley. For the Quakers roster, you have players from California, New York, Ohio, Germany, Wales. Ball at midfield and will go out of play as Salvatore unable to run it down for Earlham. Autumn Irwin, and that one intercepted at midfield. Quakers in transition as they try to press the other way. That will go against, looks like that may have been Jenna Carty there for the Phoenix. There's a shot wide to the left. That wasn't as close as maybe it appeared to be. And the Adley watched that one sail wide to her right. So back to Wilson once again as we come up on the 4-minute mark now here in the opening period of play. Wilson off the attack far side. Good defense there for the Quakers. Grushon gets a stick on that one, and they'll whistle it against Grushon. Ball at the midfield circle. That was touched last by Olivia Lane. It hit off her foot. And back the other way is Wilson as they are now just outside the strike circle on the near side. Good chance here for Wilson. Shot in the middle, and that goes wide. That was more of a pass than a shot. Nobody there to receive it as that ball squirts all the way to the far side. Salvatore, good stick movement and handling there for the Quakers. But then she misses on the strike there to get that ball back to the middle, intercepted by Reber. Nice ball there again for Salvatore. That'll go against Wilson. So now the Quakers just outside the strike circle. Let's see if they can get themselves in position. Good look here at Olivia Lane. It's Olivia Night Train Lane. You may remember that name from last year. I need to talk to her someday and see if she likes that name. Night Train Lane. Here's Wilson after the infraction. Ball back to midfield. Our camera person needs to catch up with the ball. That little white thing's kind of hard to see at times. I have no problem. I've got binoculars. A good interception there by Grushon. And here come the Quakers. Right sideline attack. Ball goes all the way down and finally out of play. Will stay with Earlham. Last touched by Autumn Irwin of Wilson. There's a brief stoppage of play. Quakers deep in the corner with Bergdolt. She puts a good stick on that one, and we've got a penalty corner. This will be number 3. Good crowd here today enjoying a nice day of field hockey. Pretty soon we'll be into a little cooler temperatures, and that won't make me happy. Sewanee tomorrow, by the way. That is a noon start time. 4 games in a row at home for the Quakers. We'll be on the air tomorrow at 11:45. Quakers hash mark left. They'll center it at the top. Winding, firing. Ball bounces high, and that'll go against the Quakers. So 3 penalty corners so far, and officially for the Quakers, and so far nothing out of those penalty corners. Ball far side as that one will go up the sideline. Good job by the Quakers to get back Wilson to the middle, and nothing there. Number 13, that was Alexis Alleman trying to get that one into scoring position. We're going to reset this clock as it has gotten off the mark here, so we'll put it back to 2 minutes here in the first half. Earlham, chance here to get on the board. Ball caroms away, and now the Quakers retrieve it to the near side. In the strike circle, and then the pass goes out of play. Good effort, though, Kate Neal. Had a pretty good look at that one, but just unable to put it in play. 1:43 now remaining. And we'll have our 4th penalty corner now. I actually think I like the halves better than I do the quarters so far, because then I don't have to keep track of the clock. Here we go. Penalty corner number 4. Quakers from the right side. Really not a good hit that time off the stick of Denise Bergdolt. So we are coming up on a minute remaining in the opening period of play, and Quakers will have it once again out front. That will go against Wilson. So the Quakers will have a ball right there just outside the strike circle. Let's see what they'll try to do here. That is Olivia Lane looking to her right on a short pass inside the strike circle. The backhand attempt, and Earlham will come up empty once again. Bergdolt tried the backhand shot, unable to get anything there again for the Quakers. Defense once again will come up with a nice takeaway. And now Earlham now down to the final 40-plus seconds here in the first quarter to get something on the board in this scoreless home opener thus far. Wilson's defense playing very well, other than giving up the 4 penalty corners. And Earlham continues to keep the pressure on Wilson here in this opening period of play. Ball got inside the strike circle, cleared out. That one hitting Denise Bergdolt. And it appears at this point we are going to have a scoreless opening quarter. Clock will continue to run down, and this is going to do it as Wilson will just hold on to it and go into the second quarter scoreless here at Darrell Bean Stadium. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, there you see it. We'll come back with the second quarter in just a couple of moments. This is Earlham Field Hockey Radio Troy Digital Sports. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
Think about the moments in your life, moments you might miss if you become ill. People often ignore their own health, even when their body is telling them something isn't right. Routine health screenings could be the difference between catching it early when it's more treatable or waiting until it's too late. Make time to have an annual wellness visit. Keep up with routine screenings so you don't miss out on any of your moments. Reed Health's team of experts can keep you in control of your health, making sure you stay right where you belong. Reed Health, right beside you.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com. Well, scoreless opening period of play, and again, the rule change this year with the quarters. The teams get 2 minutes between quarters, so you can follow along. Also, live stats as we go on GoEarlham.com. All the information on Quaker Athletics there as well, as we are ready now for the second period. Short time, though, for each team to make adjustments in the 2-minute period that they do have. As two quick whistles to begin the second quarter. Quakers will get it back. Salvatore there for Earlham, and boy, that was another quick one. That'll go against the Quakers. So back to Wilson. Meg Murphy, who had 5 saves in each of the first 2 games of the year against Concordia, Wisconsin, so far not really challenged here in the first half. Wilson deep in the corner. That was Alexis Alleman for the Phoenix. So now Earlham once again will go back on offense to see if they can get in transition here. They haven't had as much success as they would like in the first half. Wilson back in play just outside their own strike circle. Quick movement there by Berkey Pyle to pick that loose ball up, and then they give it up as Earlham makes the interception. Here is Seaman looking to center that ball. And again, the Wilson Phoenix able to intercept that one. It was a nice strike, but it went high, and Quakers will take over. Ball will go to the near side and goes out of play on the sideline. Again, we're just underway here in the second quarter. Wilson inbounding on the near side. Good look there at Rosenberry. The ball may have struck the leg of an Earlham player, so it's blown dead right at the strike circle. Wilson unable to get it where they want to, so good defense. Quakers come from behind, and of course each player is to have an equal chance at the ball, and Salvatore came up from behind to get the steal, but the official will blow it dead there. So once again, Wilson down in the strike circle so far, 4-0. Official blowing that one dead as well, so that'll go against Wilson. Once again, Wilson has that one blown dead, and the Quakers will now transition themselves, and so far neither team doing a whole lot offensively, not just in the scoring department, but getting themselves in position. Salvatore looking back toward the middle. Bergdahl will center that pass at the top. McKellar unable to hold on as it'll go to the far side. Wilson, nice save from going out of play by Irwin. And here come the Phoenix, but a whistle from behind, and that will go against Earlham. At the spot of the violation, that's where Flum will put it in play. And the Quakers get the takeaway. Good interception at midfield. Here the strike all the way up here, so a decent hit, but blown dead once again here in Wilson territory. See if the Quakers can position themselves now to get at least a shot here in this first half of play. Outside the strike circle, pass behind Salvatore, so good effort, but the pass was just a little bit off the mark by Bergdahl, and Salvatore could not reach back and grab it. But again, the Quakers there, their backside defense doing a good job of intercepting that ball at midfield. That'll go against number 7, Berkey Pyle, for the Phoenix. Halftime, we'll get a chance. We'll talk about Earlham volleyball. They're off this weekend, but a chance to get back in action in about, 3 days. Well, they had about a week off after the opening season tournament and then their home matchup this past week. Oh, here we go. Let's take a look here. The Quakers had 4 players right there. I thought maybe one would come up and try to steal, and they almost did. Gwen Schlack was the one that I was watching that might come up from behind. Is now the Phoenix trying to work that ball down the field, but another whistle will stop play. So the Quakers back in possession as this one moving along in period number 2. Wilson gets the takeaway there. That ball ended up going out of play, the backhand pass, and here we go. Wilson just outside the circle. Good backside defense, and there is a whistle as Quakers came over quickly. Karina Stites there for the Quakers. Ball cleared away by Olivia Lane to the far side, and right now we're kind of playing between the 20s. Neither team able to get it really in as good scoring position so far. That's a good hit, but nobody there. It was Salvatore who was at least to be the recipient of that pass, but it was too far out of her reach, and so the Quakers just a little bit off in their passing here in the first half of play. Wilson down in numbers, but they're going to look to attack anyway. That ball advanced to the left to Alleman. Alleman turns, looks to the inside. Good job by the Quaker defense. Kate Neal out of Louisville, Kentucky, there to get the interception. Wilson trying to press as well, but nothing again. Boy, Neal whiffed on that one. Got to be careful. Here's a backhand pass attempt, and it really wasn't much of a shot. Ball goes out of play. Wilson will have it Meg Murphy, that's the most she's had to really move here in the first half, though again it was not a great backhand pass inside the circle, and we have our first penalty corner of the day now for Wilson. They had 14 corners in their win against Sweetbriar, and this is their first of the day here this afternoon. Hash mark to the left. Quakers will have the flyer who will come out and try to intercept whoever gets the ball first. That ball going outside the strike circle, perhaps a little bit too far for Wilson. Quakers defending it well. There's several players around the ball. That's the good news, and we're going to get another one. So you had good news where you stopped the first one, but that second one costing the Quakers now their second penalty corner in the first half. Now, Wilson did not have a very good first penalty corner attempt. The ball went too far outside the strike circle the first time. Quakers were able to defend it better. The further out it goes, the better. And again, the ball has to go back inside the strike circle before you can get a shot attempt. So they had to work a couple of extra yards as Earlham again able to clear that one away. Good job by Alyssa Johnson. So 2 penalty corners now for the Phoenix, and they have come up empty. We have seen 6 penalty corners between the two teams, and neither able to do anything with it so far. As we are coming up on the 6-minute mark now here in this first half of play, period number 2. Quakers unable to clear that one, and so Wilson will get it back at the spot of the violation. Whistle will be blown dead. A little frustration there by Wilson's number 6. That is Brianne Schaefer. She kind of showed a little bit of frustration, unable to advance the ball against the Quaker defense. Ball gets inside the circle to the right, and we will have a penalty corner. So number 3 now for Wilson. Have not picked up who the flyer has been for the Quakers. I think it's going to be Hannah Grushon, the freshman out of Oakwood, Ohio. Hash mark to the left now for Wilson. Has to come back inside the circle. It does. Boy, Quakers there. Good defense again by Alyssa Johnson. Able to stop yet another penalty corner for the Phoenix as that ball goes out of bounds on the far side and misplayed there by Wilson. Alexis Alleman unable to get her stick down. So now the Quakers will return. Let's see how they can transition this ball and try to get into scoring position here in this first half of play. Ball will go out of bounds on the near side. Quakers on the turnover, and once again Wilson. Good look at number 5, Jennifer Vasquez out of Dearborn, Michigan, another one of the many freshmen in the lineup here today as the ball sails out of bounds again on the near side. Well, so far the numbers going to show not a lot of offense, not only on the scoreboard, but neither team getting any really good looks here this afternoon. In the lineup now for the Quakers, number 15, Mackenzie Hanley, able to send that one back toward midfield. Wilson there defensively to intercept, and the pass now to Flum. Flum looking back toward the inside, just outside the strike circle to the left. Good interception again by Kate Neal, who's played well here today on defense for the Quakers. So again, Earlham able to put it in play. You know, the Quakers were last couple of years able to bring that ball up each sideline effectively, but that has not been the case for their attack so far here this afternoon. Wilson again intercepting. That was not a good hit by Reber as she kind of topped that ball. You could see the rubber pebbles coming up out of the turf. Here come the Quakers now on the attack. Inside the circle, good stick movement there and good handling until the very end by Schlack. And it looks like we may have a possession again, another penalty corner here for the Quakers. This will be number 5. Earlham will have it hash marked to the right. Salvatore looks toward the middle. That shot hit in the air, and we've got another penalty corner. May have been a high stick that time as the Quakers able to get that ball in front the way they wanted it to be, but unfortunately, though they will pick up now penalty corner number 6. Hash mark to the right. Salvatore once again, same exact play. The shot wide to the right. Off the stick there of Denise Bergdolt. Well, that was centered almost perfectly. Maybe a little bit stronger if Salvatore could get some more English on that ball. Bergdolt waiting for that one to get to her stick, but it took a little bit of time. As we're coming up on the 2-minute mark. So far, the real only offensive action we have seen has been the 8 penalty corners. Even the other team getting a good shot on goal yet. Except for that, just that last one by Bergdolt off of the penalty corner. Quakers backside defense. Once again, very good by Kate Neal. Whistle against Wilson. Blown dead again, so now the Quakers have a little bit of time here to get themselves in transition if they can make it clean, as that'll be blown dead again by the official. That is Reber trying to get a head start. They'll stop her and make her bring it back, and you'll see a lot of field hockey teams do that, try to take advantage of the whistle. And the other team kind of stops, and you're hoping maybe you can get an advantage down the field. The Quakers defend well. Good job again as Stites on the backside there for Earlham, able to stop that ball inside the circle. Bergdolt there for the Quakers. You know, the action so far from what I can see is very deliberate really for both these teams. Trying to find their way again with so many freshmen in the lineup, and nobody has established themselves of a really high-scoring nature yet. And we will have another penalty corner. So this will be the 4th now for Wilson. They had been stuck on 0 for quite some time, but they have picked up now 4. All of those coming here in the second quarter. Hash mark to the left. Boy, not a good strike at all there by Schaefer, and they just blew a good penalty corner opportunity. So that one just, she had to have hit the top of the ball because it rolled only about 3 feet. And so they blow an opportunity as the Phoenix will give it back. Quakers will have to work quick, but it's intercepted. Good takeaway, but coming right back for the Quakers again is Stites. So right now the best opportunity for a score would be for Wilson right here. And I think we're going to have another penalty corner. Boy, I tell you what, that's late in the quarter. 16 seconds remaining. So that'll be the 5th penalty corner now for Wilson in the first half. Ashbark left once again. Ball high in the air off the stick out front. Near side, last opportunity here for Wilson, and that's going to do it for the first half. We have made it to halftime on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. There you see it, no score here in the first half of play. As we mentioned, the Earlham volleyball team off until Tuesday, I do believe. We had a chance to talk with Lauren Horton about how things are going so far in their first few matches of this 2019 campaign. Coach, go back to last night's win. Convincing win for you guys from the standpoint of improvement. Were you better this time than you were at your invitational?
I would say we did some things better, definitely. It was a great win. It was a great atmosphere. I think that was different. And it was definitely encouraging to see, all the sports programs out there. And I think we were really excited, maybe a little nervous. But we got that under our belt, and I'm looking forward to the other games and hopefully doing better.
Hey, from that atmosphere standpoint, is boy, I tell you, that'd be fun to have that every game, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would, and we're getting close. I do think as the wins keep piling in, we'll get more and more people to pack the stands, but it was pretty exciting.
What was the difference from your standpoint of the whole overall match? Because I thought you guys played very well at the net. Serving was something I know you want to look at a little bit, but I think overall you kind of dominated things at the net.
Yeah, we did. The girls did a really good job of mixing up the offense, and we actually talked about being aggressive or being more aggressive at the net. Our blocking was much better than the tournament. And I would say the serving was interesting. We had a lot of missed serves, but then we also won in aces. So it's interesting how it all equals out.
So you have a few days now before you're back in competition. Talk about your week of preparation and some of the things you'll try to do before your next competition.
Yeah, we've got to get more disciplined on defense. Though we were stronger with blocking at the net this time around, we do want to be more disciplined behind our blockers, definitely get stopped on defense, call the ball. I know there were a lot of miscommunications. So trying to fix those things, even on offense, just finding more opportunities to get a one-on-one situation. We've got to spread the pins, but also establish the middle. And I know Lauren dumped the ball a few times, so that's keeping them a little more honest. So just trying to be more strategic in how we score points.
Well, I want you to talk about Lauren a little bit because she's part of that group now that you have back, and we saw them last night. These players that have been in your system, they know what you expect. You know what to expect from them. Can you talk about her game a little bit and what you see this early portion of the season?
Yeah, Lauren's playing a really good game. We've got lots of offensive options that are back on the court, like you said. Just a lot of experienced players that know the offense. She can call it a play. They know how to run it. There's not a lot of miscommunication there. And that's making us quicker, but it's also making us just a more seasoned team. There's not much panic as before when 4 freshmen are on the court. Now we've got experienced players, and she's able to dish the ball out as she wants to and not have to worry about personnel. The girls are definitely strong offensively for her. So she runs a good offense, and I know that we'll continue to get faster, more disciplined, and just better decisions over time as we get settled into the season.
It seems like, and not to take anything away from last year communication-wise, but watching a little bit last night, it seemed like this early in the year the communication was pretty good.
Yeah, other than those few balls that dropped. We just, because of that experienced feel on the court, I think we're just more settled. We just have, again, there's no panic. We have been in the situations before. I think just volleyball in general is just a really emotional sport. It's a momentum type sport. So because we know how to gain that and how to get it back, it just makes the game easier for us. So I think Yeah, we've got it. We've got a big season ahead, but I know that the girls will be prepared mentally and physically because they've been there before.
Hey, that opening set when it was really close, and then you guys took off from there, and it kind of played the same way in the second set. You got a big lead in the third set. How key was that? Just have you talk about those momentum runs. Yeah. You had them in all three sets.
Yeah, we did. And actually, our new assistant, Anne-Marie, has talked about being present. Being present in the moment, even when we're up 16-9 or whatever it was. Play it point by point. Don't play, 6 points ahead where, the game is won, but just stay in the moment, play what you can each second of the game. And I think that's the mentality that the girls have to have moving forward.
Now, we mentioned your next match out. You're going to go to Wilmington, and then you're going to come back, which will be a fun weekend for you guys because it'll be the Quaker Classic, which is always big. But before we talk about that, talk about Wilmington and going on the road again.
Yeah, Wilmington, in years past, we traded with them one year, and then we've kind of dominated over them since then. And I think it'll be a good match for us to, again, exploit the block and try to run some more things on offense. Maybe if we can get some other people in there and see how they do in a game-like experience. And then I do want to talk about the tournament because it's always fun. Families come back. It's a 4-game spread, so we've got lots of families that come in. We've got a good crowd. So it's always just a really good experience for us, and we usually do well, too.
Well, you got some decent teams, too, and in that competition in that short of amount of time, you don't get a whole lot of time to prepare for the next match. Your team has to be ready to go.
Right, so we'll do some preparation this week and next week looking ahead. But, yeah, you're right. We play some OAC schools, some NCAC schools, so good in-region competition that we've lacked in the past. So we're just our strength of schedule is much higher this season. So I think we need that competition in order to be prepared for conference.
Hey, I want one more thing before I let you go. One thing I noticed last night, and I'm sure you've done it before, but is now that you're more of a seasoned coach, you let players play through mistakes. Because a couple of times a freshman made some mistakes last night. She didn't come out of the lineup immediately. Is that something you want to do more to show confidence in your players?
Yeah, actually, I did talk to my athletic director about that. Yes, trying to be more laid back, not negligent at all, but just you're right, letting them play through mistakes and letting them figure things out. We talked about that last time about they are academic students, so they are very studious. They know what to do. They know how to work through problems. Why should it be any different on the court? So, yes, this year I'm sitting down on the bench, and I'm letting them figure things out because in a game they have to be able to do that. Like on the court, they have to be able to do that if I'm out of timeout. So giving them that experience and with leadership on the court, with Lauren and with the other players that are more seasoned, they can do that. And as you saw last night, they work through and, they're able to just get it done. And I can sit back and they deserve that. They work hard for it. So I don't need to be down their throats at all.
But let me ask one. It's hard to do with a freshman because sometimes your instincts as a coach is say, let me get out, talk to you, and we'll put you back in. But you kept a couple of freshmen in there at that time, and one specifically I won't mention, but she stayed in for the majority of that time. Yeah,
and you know what? We just hired her. And we go on to the next play, and something that we've been doing in practice with some of the drills is just it's that be present. You're in this. You've got this thing in front of you. If you can't accomplish it or do it well, then your teammate can. She'll pick you up, and that's the point of volleyball, right? It's not just the setter or the hitter or the passer. You need all three components to score and win the point and win the match inevitably. So. Right. If she can't get it done, we just move her aside. Somebody else does it, and she gets to try again. And that's how we learn and grow and as human beings and as athletes.
That, again, Lauren Horton, as she talks about the volleyball team back in action again coming up this week. We're at halftime. Wilson and Earlham, no score on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We will be back. Third quarter coming up next right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, this is Steve. And out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason. Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
We are ready now for the third quarter. Wilson will now attack from right to left to begin this third period of play. And we're going to see one of these teams, they may end up coming down to just one score here today. But we will find out again very soon what adjustments are to be made by each of these two teams. And so we are underway. Great to have you with us here this afternoon. Back in action tomorrow. Quakers will have a noon start time. The ball comes out of play on the near side. Quakers in their first offensive possession of this third quarter. Earlham, we mentioned, last year they had many times just were very good on the fast break after intercepting a ball and getting it into scoring position. But so far that has not happened here today, something we're used to seeing. But we also need to remember just how many freshmen are in the starting lineup both ways here today and still learning a lot about the college game as a whole. Ball to the far side, and the Quakers will watch this one, as will Wilson, sail all the way down into Wilson territory. Get your scoreboard back up here for you as well here in the third period of play. There you see it. Again, we're just underway here in this third quarter. Ball will go back again to midfield, and Wilson on the dribble. Try to maneuver back to the inside. Good stick handling by Berkey Pyle, but the Quakers had two players there. And now Berkey Pyle, a nice bounce past the defender. That was Alyssa Johnson, but they're going to get the Phoenix on the violation there as well. So we will head back the other way. We have seen so much action kind of between, as we said earlier, in the first half of play between the 20s. And just not much in the strike circle so far here today. 12:57 remaining in the third. Quakers look back to the middle. The one thing I noticed about that play as well for McKellar, just not a real solid strike on the ball. We have seen Wilson the same. They've had a couple of chances to even one on a penalty corner that you thought that they had an opportunity maybe to get into scoring position, and it was just not to be. As good effort there by Salvatore deep in the corner. Overcast skies, now starting to see some sunshine here today. By the way, the men's and women's soccer teams are in action against Illinois College. Women will begin their matchup in about 9 minutes. The men at 3:30 this afternoon as well. In the strike circle, Salvatore shot high, knocked down. Boy, I tell you what, pretty good look that time for Salvatore, and hit it well, even with that wrapped up left hand. So she has sustained a hand injury sometime over the last few days. Quakers will have it once again at the 30, I should say 25-yard line right there at the X. Trying to make the maneuver. Kate Neal could not do so. Ball lost, and will transition back to the outside where Wilson there to intercept. Flum tried to clear that one. Here's Salvatore. Nice move, Salvatore, to the inside. Salvatore, another nice move on the pass to herself. Got by number 14, Flum. And then whistle dead as we'll bring it out front yet one more time. 11:08 remaining in the third. See where they'll place this ball to the right of the strike circle for the Quakers. Grushon, no-look pass inside intended for Salvatore. Nothing there as it comes all the way back out to the 30, and that's where the Quakers get it again. Here's Handley. Ground ball to the inside, nothing. Quakers have two there. Also there, number 14, Flum. Now for Wilson. Here come the Quakers in the strike circle. Can they get a shot here? No, but we do have a penalty corner. Number 6 now for the Quakers. This penalty corner will come at the 10:27 mark now of the third quarter. Quakers will have it on the hash mark right, and they will leave this now to McKellar. McKellar pushes it out to the top, back inside the circle. Salvatore, that one will go off of the leg, I believe, or did it hit number 14? It may have hit Flum in the face. It appears she's going to be okay as they have now stopped play, and they're going to check her out just to make sure she is. It cut her eye. So that ball did hit her. That is number 14, Alexis Flum, and there is blood now coming out of her left eye. So they're going to have to get her out of the lineup and make sure she's going to be okay. So they're going to check her out. We will take a quick timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. No score between Wilson and Earlham.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Penalty corner for the Quakers. The injury to Flum, she is out. Quakers now a chance with their 7th penalty corner of the day, and that ball goes out of play in the end line, and Flum will be taken over to the sideline, and they'll check her out. As we mentioned, she ended up getting a cut on her, at least around her left eye on that last shot attempt. That might be the first time that in the years we've been doing field hockey, we have seen a ball come off the player's face like that, and we hear the two sticks go together. Wilson will take it over on the penalty. So the Quakers unable to advance that one up the sidelines as we come up on the 9:30 mark now here in the third. Wilson, too, will give it right back as we really just kind of go back and forth here between the two teams, and neither team able to advance the ball. Quakers will have it just shy midfield. And that one off the stick and out of play. McKellar unable to control it. It has been a while that we have seen two teams scoreless this late into a game. Here is Salvatore. Nice move back to her left, and taking it away was Kylie Greek, but they'll say the Quakers will get it back. There's another whistle, this time against Earlham. I know you'd probably like to know what the call is, but many times it is called so quick it's hard to tell. Here come the Phoenix. That is Alleman. Quickly intercepted. The Quakers get it back. See if they can get going in transition right here. Here's a good look at Gwynn Schalk. And once inside the strike circle, we will have a penalty corner. This is number 8 now for the Quakers. And this penalty will come at 8:02. This time the Quakers will work on the hash mark to the right. Bergdolt winds up, fires, and misses wide to the right. So back over to the Phoenix as the Quakers now with 8 penalty corners and so far have not scored here this afternoon. Mentioned the Quakers back here tomorrow, and then they'll take on Rhodes on the 14th, Wittenberg on the 20th. That's a night contest, or at least a late afternoon 5 o'clock start time. Quakers won't be back out on the road again until they travel to Ohio Wesleyan on the 21st. The season opener from the conference standpoint, Allegheny, who's part of the conference this year, that will be on October the 12th. Get a chance here as that ball hit well inside the strike circle as Earlham will get it back. Other matchups going on today. We'll see that Sewanee team tomorrow. Today they're at Wittenberg. Concordia, Wisconsin, who the Quakers played last weekend, they are on the road at Ohio Wesleyan today. Denison is home against Washington and Lee. DePauw is at Mary Washington. Worcester, Transylvania, and Oberlin is at center. That's a look at the HCA, or should say the NCAC in field hockey. All the other teams in the Quaker sports world are part of the HCAC except for field hockey. Here we go. Turnover by the Phoenix. Salvatore, quick touch pass to her right. And here come the Phoenix from behind. That's Alleman hustling to get the loose ball. Quakers take it back again. And that'll go against the Phoenix. Grushon looks to the middle. 5:57 remaining here in the third. And back over again to the Phoenix. Quakers quickly back. Neither team clean here in the third from a penalty and turnover standpoint. Schaefer looking to her right. Quakers on the interception. Good steal, but the pass is behind Bergdolt. Phoenix trying to advance it to the near side. That is Vasquez, who is now in the lineup now for Wilson. And that ball will go out of bounds as Gwen Schlack there for the Quakers. And a good look at Grushon as well. Here's Grushon. Double teamed on the near sideline and the takeaway. Ball back toward the middle and right to midfield as the Quakers there defensively as the ball will be advanced to the final, or should say the far side. Here's McKellar. That's a whistle now against Wilson, so the Quakers will have it as we're starting to get close to the end of the third quarter. 4:37 now remaining here in this third. We have not seen the return yet. The one player that was injured, I don't believe. I'm trying to look over to the sideline to see if she is over there. So Wilson was down one of their starters here this afternoon. Ball in the possession battled for right there. Olivia Night Train Lane for the Quakers. Once again, that'll go against Earlham, and Wilson trying to advance it quickly, so they stop the play right there. And that's one thing about Olivia Lane. She's like, wait a minute, you got to at least place that ball back outside. And Wilson, as we said before, and many teams will do it, they try to get a quick advantage off of a dead ball. Quakers trying to center that pass. It goes out of play as last touched by Allison Reber of Wilson College. And once it's touched there, it'll be brought back out front and placed at the 25-yard line. Boy, you got to go back to last year and try to They do a little research, and the problem is we don't have a research department to look it up to see when the last time was we've had a game like this here at Darrell Bean Stadium. Ball comes to the near side. It will stay in play. And then the Phoenix unable to do anything with it as well, so the Quakers will get it back. Almost a takeaway by Schaefer. Ball back to midfield. A game of scoring futility so far as we're getting closer to the end of the third. Quakers have a chance here. That's out of the reach of Bergdolt, and she can't catch up with it. That's been kind of the common theme on those passes to Bergdolt. Saw earlier today where she was at least in position to get a shot. The ball went behind her, the pass from Salvatore. There's another one that goes behind Salvatore, but right in front of the keeper, and Salvatore goes down. And they're going to get Salvatore in the violation. So, boy, how close was that? And the Adley was right there, but good opportunity for Salvatore, but she can't stay on her feet as now here come the Phoenix. Nice dribble up that right sideline by Flum. Clock now down to a minute 24 remaining here in the third. Boy, Wilson and Love right here. If they could get themselves a penalty corner, maybe an opportunity to get a goal on the board right in front of the keeper, and we do have a penalty corner. So for Wilson again here today, this will be number 6. And as I mentioned a moment ago, this is exactly what they're hoping for. With a minute 5, can they score? Boy, that pass caroms away, so they miss an opportunity for the penalty corner attempt right there. But that was a great chance there for Wilson to maybe get the first goal here this afternoon. And they have not played that penalty corner well. Under a minute remaining. This could be the Quakers' last chance. Only 30 seconds remaining here in the third.
Tripod in my car, I can tell her. It just finishes out.
We are coming to the close, and that will do it for the third quarter of play. We will head to the fourth on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. No score. This is Earlham Field Hockey and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Today's game brought to you in part by Mancino's Pizza and Grinders. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads every day. They serve great food priced for family budgets. Mancino's Italian bread and pizza dough are made from scratch every day, and the baking process may take a little more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1166 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. Hey, if you're looking for a great place to dine, how about Little Sheba's? Come join them in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue and grab one of their gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and more in their smoke-free environment. You can get a 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. For more information about Little Sheba's, give them a call at 962-2999.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was almost too easy. How about Tony's Car Sales in Richmond? Hi, this is Troy Narangowski. You know, I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's, and I couldn't have been happier with their service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked me through the entire process. Hey, if you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West. For more information, give them a call at 962-5665 or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com.
What do you don't you need the video hookup though for it? I don't know that that's in my car though. Well, no, you have that stuff up there. You just need the camera. You should have that other stuff in, I think it's up there.
Want me to take this and go?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to wait by the car.
Well, the camera's coming. Alright. Well, I don't know what to do about that right now, but I can't remember. Are you still up there, or are you coming back down? Okay, you're at the car. I don't know if the other hookup stuff is in that bag up there. It has to be, because I don't think it's at home. It has to be in one of those bags up there at the stadium. Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying that, hold on. I'm just saying that it should be in that bag, one of those black bags up there, because I don't use it. I just leave it with that stuff. All right, bye.
We are back once again here in the 4th period of play. No score. They're trying to take care of some technical issues over at soccer as we see another player for Wilson take a shot to the face. This one right in the nose, I believe. I don't know if that's the same player or not, if that's Rosenberry, but we have seen 2 Wilson players get hit in the face with a stick or a ball, and it happened again to a Wilson player. Rosenberry's going to have to come out, and boy, as hard as she got hit, as we'll see Vasquez come in, she might find herself with a broken nose. I can tell you right now, if that is the same case, she's gotten hit twice. Wow. I'm curious in a lot of respects why maybe field hockey players don't wear more protection around their head area. Now, Salvatore does, but it's not protecting her face, and we have seen at times players get hit off the shin or the arms and such, but we've never seen in the games we have called where a player's been hit twice or 2 players getting hit in the same game. I'm trying to pick up that ball, hit her off the nose, I do believe, is Rosenberry being checked out by the Earlham trainer. Quakers with the takeaway. Quakers have a chance right here. Nice strike, but it goes wide, and boy, I tell you what, right behind Gwen Schlack, who was right in position. If she could have gotten a deflection, it would have been very hard for the keeper for Wilson to even get to that ball. So that's a pretty good effort there for the Quakers. Back now, Wilson. Berkey-Pile, will now have it on the dribble. Looking to center that ball inside the circle, and it goes out of play. Stites there for the Quakers. Now Wilson will put it in play. Boy, neither team, and Wilson especially, they haven't had that many great opportunities today, and we talked about the penalty corner right before the end of the third that they had a chance with just over a minute remaining to perhaps get a decent look. The only problem was they had a bad pass off of the penalty corner that cost them a chance to maybe make it a 1-0 game in the third, but we're stuck on the goose eggs on both sides. Ball comes loose. Quakers with the takeover in the far sideline. Salvatore is there. Also there for Wilson is Kylie Greek. Salvatore with the takeaway and now trying to advance it. Has it taken away by Vasquez from behind and will lead pass now to Berkey Pyle. Well, after 3 goals against Sweetbriar and dominating that game and only shots but shots on goal, it hasn't been the same today for Wilson. Quakers ended up with 4 goals in the 2 matchups against Concordia, and they can't find a way to get it in the net today as well, as we're down to 10:37 to go here in this final period of play. Boy, that one off the leg of Molly McKellar. Here's Schaefer trying to find a position to work with as she takes it toward the end line, and it goes out of play. So Schaefer unable to do it there for the Phoenix, and the Quakers back on the attack. Well, the Quakers trying to press both ways, see if they can push this ball down the field and get into position. Pass to the far side, out of the reach of McKellar. Another turnover there for the Quakers. That'll go against Earlham's number 12, Bergdolt, as she commits the penalty. And now Wilson to the far corner, and unable to control it is Singer, Michaela Singer. In there for the Phoenix. Quakers will have it, and now let's see if they can get it. They haven't played a whole lot into Wilson territory here in the fourth quarter. Well, there's a collision and going down for the Quakers. Kate Neal, the defenseman out of Louisville, Kentucky. 9-13. If neither team will get something on the board here in the fourth, we will head to the overtime. Here come the Quakers. But again, unable to advance it to the circle. But Salvatore gets the takeaway from Jenny Carty. And now McKellar will put it into play. Bergdolt has it knocked away just momentarily by Reber. And the Quakers again just outside the strike circle to the left. Boy, I tell you what, that possession didn't last very long for Earlham. So they get the takeaway once again. Bergdolt looking back to the inside penalty corner. 8:15 remaining here in the fourth period. Here's number 9. So number 9 now for the Quakers. Let's see if they can get one right here as McKellar will put it in play. Good pass to the outside. Bergdolt to the inside. Back to Bergdolt, and she was not moving toward the ball. Saving it from going out of bounds would be Neal. Boy, if Bergdolt just goes a little bit faster there, she may have had a nice pass from Salvatore and a chance to score. Olivia Lane inside the circle. Here is Salvatore, and that will go against the Quakers. So 9 penalty corners so far for Earlham, and they have not been able to put it on the board yet as that ball goes past midfield in the far side and eventually out of play. They are underway in the women's soccer matchup. As we mentioned, the women are underway against Illinois College. That'll be followed up by the men's game at 3:30 at Matlack Messer Field this afternoon. Ball knocked away off the stick of Berkey Pyle. Wilson had it in position again just to the right of the strike circle, and that'll go back to the Quakers. Here comes Earlham, transition midfield, but again will lose possession as it eventually goes out of play. Bergdolt there for the Quakers. Salvatore once again spinning away from the double team, and now we'll look to put it back into play after the violation by Wilson. We're down to 6:54 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Pass goes way past the end line and out of bounds, so the Quakers again the turnover. There for Wilson College is Reber. Quakers will get it back. That'll go against Wilson. Somebody was yelling defense. We need some offense right here. Defense has been fine. Both teams scoreless. We just need someone to get it on the board, preferably the Quakers. That goes off the leg that time of 13 Alleman. They've had, again, 2 players injured or 1 player injured twice. I think it was 2 players, though, overall. The last one, they lost Rosenberry, who took one right in the face in this quarter. Here come the Quakers. Here's Night Train Lane. Night Train with the hit, but it's not a strong one. And we may have ourselves a penalty corner. We will. You hear the Quaker fans in their approval. The only problem is they've had a man advantage 10 times here this afternoon, and so far they have not been able to get on the board. Salvatore had gone to the sidelines, as did Denise Bergdolt, and see what the play is going to be right here. They had a good look the last time. The pass a little bit behind. Here's Bergdolt back once again. Salvatore this time shoot, and that will be short. We have another one. This will be number 11. 5:37 to go. Well, the passes are just not fast enough. A lot of times you see them thinking about the pass and what they want to do with it, and by the time they get done thinking about it, that's going to be Salvatore in the shot. Gets it back. Can she get another one? The double team, no. Bergdolt there, knocked away in the crowded area by Flum. All the way back out to midfield. Here's Night Train Lane. Olivia looking back once again to the outside. Hanley inside the circle. Here's Salvatore, and I think she hit it with the backside of the stick. She did. That is a violation, and that'll go against the Quakers. Back once again to Wilson. Under 5 minutes now remaining in the fourth. Wilson past midfield. That one kicked away by Meg Murphy. May have started a fast break. Let's see. There is a collision here on the near side. The penalty, or it went out of bounds. I think it was more of a penalty right there against Flum. Good strike. Here's Salvatore. Salvatore to her right. Well, that's off the left foot of Irwin. It'll stay with the Quakers right here in the form of the 12th penalty corner. Boy, you figure you're going to get one of these. Wilson, I don't think they've had a penalty corner in a while. In fact, they've been stuck at 6. Here's Bergdolt. Salvatore back to Bergdolt, give and go, and that one knocked away. Nice play. That was what they were trying to do earlier. That's going to go wide to the left. That one was much better. Little give and go between Bergdolt and Salvatore, and that was played perfectly. Other than not able to capitalize on the penalty corner. Good takeaway by Kylie Greek. Quakers able to get the turnover right back. Here is Salvatore, turns and can't get it again on a good look as the ball was knocked away. Here's Salvatore right in front of the crease and a penalty corner. 13 now for the Quakers. This one will come at 3:28 remaining. You see the Wilson players going back again as they will be shorthanded right here. Salvatore, Bergdahl. Bergdahl winds and didn't hit it well. We will do it again. This will be number 14. You know, Denise had another good look. It was a really good pass from Salvatore, just did not hit it well. McKellar's done a nice job here on the penalty corner, getting it outside. Here's the shot, and that'll be ricocheted off to the right. Salvatore winding up and firing that one. Quakers will have the possession out at the 25, as now time is crucial. 3 minutes remaining. We'll head to overtime. Wilson trying to advance it right there. Michaela Singer. Two Quakers right there defensively to wreak some havoc as Grushon also there for the Quakers. That'll go against Earlham. So now Wilson a chance right here as we're coming up on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Not a whole lot of time if you're going to get it into scoring position. Ball struck to the middle. Turnover, Wilson. McKellar can't hold on to it. Back in the lineup, Abigail Rosenberry. Quakers get another turnover. Night Train lane to Salvatore. Salvatore goes down inside the strike circle, and she is holding her knee. So Salvatore gets tripped up inside the circle. I think she's going to be okay, but takes a spill on that hot turf, and Quakers will have their 15th penalty corner. Incidental contact tripping her up as she got inside the strike circle, and she will come out of the lineup. So the Quakers make a change, I do believe. There is it going to be number 10, Reagan Seaman out of Chico, California. But Seaman goes back out. Quakers will have a penalty corner again. So 15 penalty corners here today. Oh boy, McKellar whiffed on it, and Wilson comes up with it. Schaefer able to get the takeaway, so Earlham unable to take advantage of another penalty corner. 1:56 remaining. Ball deep in the corner. In the strike circle. Quakers need to clear it. They will. Stites able to backhand that one to the far sideline. Quakers have a chance here. Lead pass will find Olivia Lane. Olivia trying to find a seam to get through. Looks up. Backhand pass intended inside for Schalk. Ball taken away. Quakers again inside the circle. Lead pass intended for Gwen Schalk, and it's caromed all the way to the near side. Clock now down to 1:09 remaining in the fourth. Wilson, this could be their last offensive possession. It's going to take a little bit of time to get it where they want to get it, so they're going to have to hurry. And the Quakers get a takeaway. Big turnover by Wilson in their own territory. And that'll go back over to the Quakers. And now everybody in hurry-up mode as we're down to the final 44 seconds remaining in this one. Good strike, but that one will be called out because it was beyond the strike circle. Has to be inside the strike circle to get the point. 28 seconds remaining. Another takeaway. Wilson unable to clear it in their own end. Here come the Quakers once again to the near side. Grushon is there, and a whistle. And we may have a yellow, and we do. We have not had one of those today. It's our first yellow, and that will go against Alexis Alleman from Wilson College. So Wilson down a player now here in the fourth, but only 17.2 seconds remaining. Quakers will have to hurry right here. Clock is under 10. We're down to 4 seconds. Quakers will not get a shot off right here unless they hurry, and that's going to do it. No score through the first 4 periods of play, and we're going to go to overtime. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, there you see it. Wilson and Earlham, no score. This is Earlham Field Hockey, Radio Troy Digital Sports. New Vision Sports is a program that will focus on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete. It includes all ages and skill levels. They'll create a customized workout plan to provide an ongoing motivation and support program that'll help you achieve your training goals. There are 3 reasons to train with New Vision Sports: variety, specificity, and accountability. New Vision Sports. Give them a call at 977-5831 or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters. A division of Richmond Power and Light.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Are you tired of your current IT company prices going up every month? Do you get only 4 or 5 hours included in your contract before you're charged overages or per hour fees? Midwest IT Support has set pricing that allows you to budget for your business with no contracts or overages. It's all included. You get a full IT staff without hiring a full-time person. Call us for a free quote. We make IT easy. Call 765-239-9668 or email us at helpdesk@midwestitsupport.com.
We are headed to overtime. It'll be Quakers' possession to begin the first overtime period as both teams playing through 4, and again, no score. So, first time in a while we have seen a scoreless overtime period. Each team ended up getting 5 minutes to talk about the adjustments they'll try to make here in our first overtime. So 10 minutes put back on the board, and here we go. Quakers will move again right to left as Earlham trying to pick up that pace a little bit early, force the pressure perhaps as early as they can in this first overtime. Bad play on the pass there by Michaela Singer, so the Quakers able to get the takeaway, but they turn it over as well. That pass intended for Salvatore the other way. The women's soccer game underway against Illinois College. Quakers to the near side. Good look there at Kate Neal. Quakers putting the pressure again and trying to press here in the Wilson half. Boy, Lane trying to get that pass to the right. Certainly Salvatore was awaiting it, but again, just a little bit soft on the pass. Quakers able to get it back after the ball goes out of bounds on the far side. Nice pass. Lane reaching out, can't grab it. Bergdolt is there. Coming from behind to get the tip is Neal. And Neal, wow, I tell you what, how she kept it in play, I'm not sure, but she did. Steal and a takeaway now for Wilson. Quakers hustling back here as, again, both teams playing shorthanded as they do in an overtime. You don't play everybody. Maybe you should go down as many overtimes, and pretty soon you have the two goalies going against each other. Inside the circle, Bergdolt brings it down. Bergdolt fires, and it's knocked away. Nice save, and that shot goes wide as well. And the Adley there for the Phoenix, able to get the save. Quakers able to get a takeaway again. We're in the first overtime. Field gets a little bit bigger. Here's Bergdolt in the circle and knocked away again, but I believe the first time it was Jenna Carty who deflected the shot. That'll go against Earlham. That's a Schlack there for the Quakers picking up the violation. Boy, this has got to be tiring for both these teams. You've played already 60 minutes and starting to warm up a little bit down there in the turf as well, and now you play with less players out on the field. Quakers on the run here. 3 on 4. 4 defensive players are back. Quakers, here is the strike, and that's going to be knocked down. Schlack tried to get the first goal of this one. Olivia Lane, penalty corner for the Quakers, number 16, and you have one less defensive player in there for Wilson. Only 2 players are all the way back, so it gives you an idea of how many less players are on the field right now. Quakers, hash mark left. That is Schlack there to put it in play. Lane. Nice pass, Bergdolt. Bergdolt backhand, not clean, and they're going to give that one back to Wilson. You got to turn that stick over, and that's tough to do to get a backhand shot. It's not like regular hockey where it's flat on both sides. That backhand is actually rounded on the sticks, and that's hard to get a shot like that. Clock now down to 6:34 here in the first overtime. Each team going back and forth, losing possession. And as I said a little bit ago, it gets tiring because you don't have as many teammates. Here's Grushon. Grushon winds and fires, knocked away again. Not a clean strike by Grushon. Six offensive players on each side, but again, the Quakers inside the circle. Here's Lane. Lane, her backhand went high, knocked down by Carty. Quakers with the possession on the left with Neal. Ball knocked away. Lane does she have a good look? Yes, but quick on the release. Lane trying to get it back, and a penalty corner for the Quakers. 17 now. 5:38 to go in the overtime. Boy, Earlham on your home turf, you'd love to end it right here because they have to play again tomorrow. It will be a very short turnaround, less than 24 hours, and they'll play Sewanee tomorrow right here, Darrell Bean Stadium. Bergdold, the shot, the tip, no, the shot and the score. Quakers get the win on the rebound by Hannah Grushon. Well, we took a few extra minutes to do so, but the Quakers, Hannah Grushon, the winner. Bergdold should get the assist, but Earlham picks up the home win here today, and the clean slate today for Meg Murphy as well. We will come back and wrap it up here from Darrell Bean Stadium. Stay right there. This has been Earlham Field Hockey and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together we make powerful partners.
Well, it took a little extra time, but again, the freshman Hannah Grushon from Oakwood, Ohio gets the goal, and the Quakers pick up the win. Earlham now 2-1 on the year, back-to-back. Should say take that back. They beat Concordia in the first game, and then lose to Concordia in the second game, but come back here today to pick up the win over Wilson College. Now, again, we're back tomorrow. A Sunday matchup against Sewanee. That is a noon start time. Pregame beginning at around 11:45. And we'll have all the action for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Final score once again in overtime. Earlham 1 and Wilson College 0. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Field Hockey on Radio Troy Digital Sports.